Activity 2, Rocket Reach. So you've completed activity 1. The children have showed Uncle Astro where their school is located on planet Earth. Uncle Astro has now gone on holiday to the moon, and so Cosmic and Gem want to go and meet him. So can we get there? So after you've looked at the videos on the PowerPoint and you've talked about the Earth and the moon, it'd be brilliant to try to get the children to think about the distance between the Earth and the moon. And we can do this using a tennis ball wrapped in aluminium foil to represent the moon, and an inflatable globe to represent the Earth. Tennis ball, beach ball size would be perfect. And then a good idea would be to get the children to hold the Earth and to hold the moon, and then get them to move about in your classroom. Say, where could the moon be in relation to the Earth? And you can get them to move around, and you can see what they think. Once they've decided where the Earth is in relation to the moon, if they were these sizes, then you can show them a model using these and some string. If you get your string, and then the Earth's circumference is approximately 25,000 miles, okay? So you can talk about the circumference of the Earth with the children. Use your string and go around the circumference of the Earth 10 times, okay? And you can keep going until you get 10 times the amount of string around the circumference of the Earth. We do that because the moon is approximately 250,000 miles away from the Earth. So once we have wrapped the string around the Earth 10 times, then we can stretch the string out and we can place the moon the right distance away from the Earth, so that you have got a model to represent those distances. So Cosmic and Gem are going to be challenged to reach Uncle Astro on the moon. So we're going to make a rocket to see if we can get to the moon. So what we want to do is we want to really encourage the children to explore lots of different materials, to think about how they're going to create their rocket. They're going to create straw rockets, and so the rocket will need to sit on the body of the straw, and the children will be blowing through the straw to launch their rocket. There are templates that the children can use if they wish, so they can cut out the templates and they can make their rockets, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Or the children can design and then make their own rocket, and that's entirely up to them. I would have a really good selection of materials available for them. So I'd have all of the templates available and they can use those if they want to. But I'd have different materials, some more suited to the job than others. So some really flimsy tissue paper that probably won't work, and some materials that would be more suitable. But just use whatever's in your classroom, whatever's available to you. So to make the straw rocket, they can cut out the rectangle on the template, and then they can use a pencil to roll the paper up. Now this is fiddly, but the children can do it if they persevere. So they do roll, 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 and then just one bit of sellotape, which they can pre-cut, can be placed on top. Now this forms the basis of the rocket. Now, I would really encourage the children to think about whether that is a suitable rocket or not, and they could try it. If they pop it onto their straw and blow, will their rocket move? Will they get to see Uncle Astro on the moon? So from that, what do they need to do? How do they need to turn this into something that will move? And they can think about, if you get them to blow and put their finger at the end, they will feel that the air is coming through. And so they can then think about this themselves and encourage them to produce a nose cone. Now I'm producing a very crude nose cone here, but the children may produce a much more elaborate one. So they can produce a nose cone, and then if they wish, they can decorate their rocket with fins and make it colourful. If they don't want to use the templates, that's absolutely fine. They can use any of the other materials. So now it's time to take the children outside. Your earth and moon should be set up, preferably on the floor. Have your earth, then your string, and then the moon at the end. Line all of your children up in a straight line next to planet Earth, and then they are going to fire their rockets. They're all going to blow through their straws and fire their rockets towards the moon. Can they reach the moon? Can they go and see Uncle Astro whilst he is there?